Right, now we're on to tray 4. 4 cars in this one. Right, this looks very nice. ALS McLaren M6A, car 22 in event 3. Right, this is going to be a Thunder slot. Yeah, it is. Which are fantastic cars. I've got an orange one of these, which which I bought second hand off somebody who wasn't selling it on Slot Forum, and he said he's had it a while, he's had nothing but problems, he's been in touch with Thunderslot complaining about certain things and how and he said it didn't help him, so it's been sat in a drawer. And I sent a message to him say, if you want to sell it, if you don't want to use it and you're selling it, I'll have it. So 30 quid later, I got myself my first and only Thunder slot, and it did need a lot of work though, but a brilliant car. Anyway, standard Thunder slot. And that was actually, talking about that car that I've got again, that's where I discovered just how good the Thunder slot standard tyres are. They're unbelievable. They're somewhere between, in performance, somewhere between the old NSR Super Grips and old NSR Ultras. They're fantastic tyres. So this looks all Thunder slot, including the guide. Well, mine didn't have this guide on. I put a slotting plus on mine. It's got solid front axle with coated front tyres, which don't look as though they've been trued. The rears, looking at the pimple there, I would say these were Thunder slot tyres. Well, can't see oh yeah, there we go. You just see it. Thunder slot. Let's have a look at the. So on a Thunder slot, you get two front mounts and one rear. It's got quite a lot of movement there. And in the rear, of course, the body's just going to float about the center point. Yeah, that screw might be a bit long. Yes, although I almost did exactly the same on mine. I just had my finger on the other side. I could feel the plastic lifting, so I stopped quick. I like the inserts. They're brilliant, aren't they? Missing your knockoff on that one. Right, what about so the actual pod is tight, the movement that you get in there. Although they're saying that, you can see it here. It is moving, but not on that side. They are very flexible chassis. It's got a big chunk of lead there, a big chunk there, which I did the same thing. I put a load of lead in there under the axle. I think I put a triangular piece on mine, but I've got a, I think I've got a Predator in mine because the motor was knackered with a bent shaft. That feels really nice though. Really good motors as well, apparently. And plastic gears, which are very durable actually, the Thunder slots. If you haven't got a Thunder slot, get one. Now I'd be interested to see. Oh, he's got his ground. Oh, he's got loads of ground clearance. Loads. As that was a problem I had. As I had to put offset bearings on mine to get the to get some ground clearance. So I'm expecting that to be quick tomorrow. Next car, P68. Bangers Racing Ford P68, car number 7 in event 3. Of course, it's going to be an NSR with a difference. Well, it is Bangers after all, so, and he likes these chassis. I like those wheels. It's a funny looking car. It looks like it always reminds me of somebody with a bottom lip sticking out. Looks like the original interior. There's nothing at the back. You can see the floor under that. You can see the road under that. You can see the motor. Right. This is an HRS2. HRS2 slotted multi-adjustable chassis, which in the rally proxy, Chris's, what was it? Was it a Saxo? No, not a Saxo. Clio, Renault Clio, I think it was. If I could steal one car, it would have been that. It was brilliant. It was a wonderful car. Could have driven it all day. Right, he's not sure what the guide is. Fair bit of movement there. So how's he mounted this one? Right, so he's got a body post at the front, one at the back. Again, he's not using the side mounts, but if you're looking here, here and here, he's glued some pads against the body shell for the chassis to sit on. I don't know if you can see that. So when the body rocks, it sits on that pad, which is what I was talking about earlier on with a car where the body would just flopping about. So when going in a corner, that's going to push down there. The weight of the body is going to be pushing down, which will give you a bit more grip at the rear and stabilize the handling. Not a great deal of movement. it's enough. That should be a quick car. And on ground clearance is parallel all the way down. Yeah, funny looking car. You either love it or hate it. Now if it was in Team Marmite colours I might like it. Next car. Lifeboats Racing Lotus 30, car number 1 in event 3. I'm trying to hide the letters so the camera can't see them. This camera. Right, is this a resin? A resin cast? I think so. Lotus 30, eh? Great Jim Clark. Nice, isn't it? Right. Guide movement. It's a bit. Not much. Oh, we've got a braid needs. A braid in need of repair. Flat bladed pliers to the rescue. Right, it's an interesting chassis, isn't it? Very interesting. What's it? Right, it's got a solid front axle. So where's the grub screw there then? I think those wheels are glued on. I can't see a grub screw. Sidewinder, oh, one piece, no pod. Slot it spur gear. So this looks like it should flex quite well. Let's try and see that better. Oh, I see. It's got some lead on the little tangs here. It's got some lead sat on top. How can I catch that in the light? There is, honest. Oh, you can see it there better. I just noticed how high off the ground it is. So where's your body mount? I think there's 2 body posts here. I can't see one at the front. Oh, it'd be in there probably. Yeah. But that just seemed very high off the ground, doesn't it? Yeah, I think your body post could do with being a bit shorter, so your body can sit lower. As you've got 4mm clearance there above, between the top of the tyre and the wheel arch. Right, so what are these tyres? What are these tyres like after 8 rounds? Nice condition actually. Rubber. Not particularly grippy, but should do the job. They've got very high profile tyres, so that'll help you with the grip. That'll give you more grip. High profile tyres give more grip if you're struggling. And the last car in this tray is a 2F Chaparral, Mike B Chaparral 2F, car 1, event 3. And it's a scaly one. I've got one of these I've yet to do anything with. Nice car, isn't it? I'm surprised. Yeah, just glued that in. I'm surprised that they haven't broken. Yeah, this has like annoyingly, why Scalextric did that I don't know, but the sides of the body shell are actually part of the chassis, so makes it very difficult to make 3D chassis for something like this. As I was saying, it's Scalextric, so it's all standard, although it is a Sidewinder, so it should have potential. Sidewinder is my preferred option. Looks like a slotted deep guide. That's not too bad. Solid front axle. 3. It wouldn't surprise me if that's the original motor. Although it's got a black end bell on it, so it's got the original plastic wheels. I mean, this should really be a Spirit of the Proxy Award nominee because there's no upgrades to it. So it's a brave man sending a standard Scalextric. He took the screws out of here to hold the interior, which will help it flex a little bit. Let's have a look. That's not too bad actually. Just trying to see if there's any movement in that chip. Yeah, I would have slackened that screw off to give it a little bit more flex. Right, where's the weight balance on it? It's quite far back. On standard unpodded scalies, I've recently started experimenting with just putting weight under the axle and a big chunk of weight here, right in front of the motor. Nothing up here, just down here, right in front of the motor. If it'll fit under the interior. All I see is, so you got two mounting screws there, one at the back. You get an extra two there, which he's not put in. Well, it'll be interesting to see what that goes like tomorrow. All the tyres on it, unbranded. I wonder if they're even the originals. Get the camera to wake up. There we go. Yes. Pardon me. He has scuffed the tyres, so I'll trude them up. But they are quite dry. We'll see how it goes, eh? Let's have a look at ground clearance while I'm doing that. A little bit higher at the back. Yeah, see how that goes, and then I'll know what to expect from my own. And that concludes tray number 4.